Oh, hey there, modern Canadian living enthusiasts. Welcome back for another video. Today, we're going to talk about where we've been for the last couple of weeks, as we haven't been posting too many videos, and what's coming. We're also going to give you some updates on the egg journey, the chickens, and where everything's at. But first, we got to roll that intro, so stay tuned. Welcome back. I'm just walking through some of the pasture, checking it out, making sure it is all good, as our broiler season, if you've been paying attention to the update videos, is coming along. Chickens are growing, so are the turkeys, and soon enough, they'll be out here on pasture. It's actually pretty tall. It's kind of deceiving, but it's about anywhere from a foot to 2 feet tall in certain areas. We've got clover, we've got different types of grasses, and we've thrown out some different pasture seed mix just to help give them all the nutrients and vitamins that they need. But right now, I'm just walking on over to our existing chickens, going to check them out, and while I'm doing so, checking out the pasture. When you're on your land, enjoy the time outside. Don't just rush over to do a chore. Take a look around. Take a moment to enjoy it. So hello again. You may be wondering what we've been up to for the last little bit. Well, quite a lot. We had a flood in our basement a couple of months ago, for those of you who remember. Renovations are moving ahead. Hopefully within the next 10 days or so, we can put that chapter behind us. As for the chicken journey, well, it continues. We still have our hatchings. We have our broiler season that has begun. We have our egg laying flock that is growing. We have other additions that are around me right now. We're going to go through them in just a sec. But things are doing pretty well here. As you can see, the additions to our existing flock are doing very well. They're currently out enjoying some shade time in the safety and security of the electrified poultry netting. Seems like we've got a rooster back here who wants to be like Ghost and be a star, so we'll see what comes of that. But they are doing well. You can see they're not scared. They're not startled by me at all. Even though I'm walking around, I'm talking loud. They have no issues. Something we do with our chicks is we interact with them from day one, whether that be taking care of them, picking them up, or just being around them and talking. We have conversations, talk about all sorts of things. The chickens get used to us, not only to our voice, to our face and appearance, but just how we act, and they know that we're not a threat. Bet you didn't know that each chicken can recognize up to about 100 individual faces. And this can be any face. Chicken faces, human faces, dog, cat faces. They can recognize and memorize about 100 different ones. So for our chickens, they know us. They know our appearance. They know what we look like, what we smell like, what we sound like. And they know that we're just part of the flock. But you can see they're doing well. They're enjoying some outdoor time. They are in the bigger chickentractor. We're going to be building their coop this weekend, so stay tuned for that video. It's actually going to be made out of recycled pallets. So another tip for saving money when it comes to that. Our little ones, which are just over here, we're going to take a look at in just a second. They're doing well. They are now in the chickentractor, formerly known as a dog kennel. They continue to eat, drink. They're growing fast. They're enjoying the outdoor time, and they're getting used to being around the other chickens. We leave them in there for anywhere from a week to 2 weeks before we let the groups mingle. And this is just to help ensure that everybody gets along and we don't have any, fighting related to that pecking order. So like I was saying, the additions to the additions for our existing flock are doing well. They're still smaller than the other ones that we saw a moment ago. So they still have about another week in here to fully get them comfortable and acclimated to the outside and to the other birds. We do move this every couple of days, so you can see it is messy. Just after this video, we're going to move it forward. We do try and keep it in the middle to more of the center of the electrified poultry netting, and that's just for security. It is on the outside right now, so we've been keeping a close eye on things, but once we move it in, make us feel a lot better. In here, just like in the chicken/turkey tractor over there, part of the additions. We have some crested cream leg bars. We've got some copper morans, some wheaten Americanas, and some lemon pile Brahmas. So big chickens with fully booted feet, fully feathered. Pretty cool. Everybody here is doing well. They're eating, drinking, and they're on their way. They're getting used to being outside, and in a couple of weeks, they'll be able to move into their future coop. So like I was saying, we are going to be building a new chicken coop for all the additions behind me. This is going to be made out of pallets, and we're going to have some videos coming on both the construction, why we went this way, how we did it, and what the end results look like. So make sure to stick around for those videos. And if you haven't already, if you're not part of the Modern Canadian Living enthusiast family, hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications, follow us on YouTube and on Facebook. There's so much left of the journey to see and unfold, and we'd hate for you all to miss any of it. Our older chickens are also doing well. They continue to enjoy their habitat. The cherry tree inside the bigger run over here has flowered. We're not sure if we're going to get fruits this year, but if we don't, that's okay because it's the first year for the cherry tree, so we'd rather it not fruit, get bigger and stronger so we can have better years in the future. We will be putting something similar to the cherry tree on this side for this group. And if you've noticed, Ghost and Nightwing have switched places. We do this with some of our roosters every now and then, just to spread out both the gene pool and check for behaviors and different things. So we have switched the two sides. And at first they weren't happy. I'll be perfectly honest. They were a little upset. Actually, this guy over here, Nightwing, was most upset that he got his ladies taken away. Ghost was all happy that he got new ladies. I mean, I don't know what that says. He does keep an eye on his old ladies back here, but he still likes the new one. But they're enjoying the sun. As you can see, they're dust bathing. We have turned up the runs. We've used the pitchfork and the broad fork to break everything up, help get it ready to be moved out and turned into compost. And I got to say, it's looking pretty sweet. The group in the bigger run over here, you'll notice that there's a lot more feathers on the ground. I hope you can see that in the video. They're molting. Most of that group, in fact, all of them except for Ghost and Bernadette, are pretty much the same age, within a month or two of each other. And they are doing their first big major molt. So chickens go through a little bit of a molt when they go from chicks to adult chickens. You know, they change out those little fluffy feathers that they're born with, and they get their first adult feathers or their teenage feathers. When they're about 14 to 18 months, they go through a complete molt. This is their first molt, and this is one of the biggest ones that they do, where a lot of their feathers will disappear. They will fall out, they get puffed off. And I got to say, the chickens don't look their best during that time. But fear not, it's perfectly normal. Lasts for a couple of weeks. Make sure you give them some supplements during this time. They get their feathers back. And then after that, they do a molt seasonally, where they'll lose some of their feathers, like cats and dogs do with their fur. The chickens do the same thing, but it's never as big as the first molt that they do when they're about a year and a half old. As for the broilers and the brooders, they're still in full swing. The broilers, chickens, and turkeys are doing well. They're eating, drinking, and growing fast. Back here, we do have some olive eggers that are up for sale, and we do have one of our older chickens that is in the, I don't want to say infirmary, but let's just go sick bay, to quote some of those space themes. But yeah, she is in there because she is showing signs of being egg bound, and we'll cover that in a future video, but fear not, she's okay for right now. But the brooders are doing well. You can see we actually have the heat lamp off on this one and along with the back one there because it's pretty warm outside today. We also have the garage door open. So they're doing well. The chickens have about another week before they'll be making their way outside to pasture, whereas the turkeys have about another 2 to 2.5 weeks before they'll be making their way outside and join everybody on fresh pasture. This season, we're going to continue to take you through the broiler journey, both in chicken tractors with electrified poultry netting, on pasture, and a few different things. We're also going to show you the addition of our new coops and runs, which will be made out of pallets and some other recycled material to help expand our flock. And we're going to continue the journey with our hatching, our breeding, and just eating eggs, right? So if you want to see what we get up to, if you have any questions for us, make sure to put them down in the comments. We'd love to answer them. Make sure to stick around. There's so much left to see and do. And until next time, take care, everyone.